What's up guys, Romansliders here, bringing you a gaming rewind on the God of War franchise. God of War tells the story of Kratos, a Spartan warrior who makes a classic false impact with the Greek god of war Ares to obtain power but at a terrible cost. After accidentally killing his wife and daughter, Kratos sets out on a mission of revenge against Ares and any and all that stand in his way. God of War is a third-person action-adventure series played from a fixed camera angle, very loosely based on Greek mythology, and as such tells an alternate version of ancient Greece, so don't expect any historical accuracy. The main games are developed by Santa Monica Studios. The first game in the series, God of War, was released in 2005 for the PlayStation 2, and sees Kratos tasked by Athena to go on a quest for Pandora's box, the only thing powerful enough to kill a god. The game establishes the combat system, which relies on combo-based combat, using Kratos' main weapon, the Blades of Chaos, to achieve maximum carnage against his enemies. God of War mixes several genres like puzzle solving, platforming along with combat, and has since been a trademark of the series. As Kratos defeats enemies, he gains red orbs that can be used to power up various weapons so that he can gain additional combos and attack strength. You can also collect green orbs to replenish health, and blue orbs to regain magic. Furthermore, you can also find unmarked chests by visiting out-of-the-way areas to get Gorgon Eyes and Phoenix Feathers to increase your health and magic meters respectively. God of War features an extensive use of quick time events, mainly used in combat to defeat stronger opponents, where the player has to input a series of button combinations in quick succession to progress through the game. Kratos also has access to a rage meter called Rage of the Gods that builds up as Kratos defeats enemies. When the mode is activated, Kratos becomes invincible for a limited amount of time and is able to do more damage. God of War 2 was released in 2007 for the PlayStation 2, continuing the story where Kratos is tricked and betrayed by Zeus into giving up his godly powers, before being killed by him, but is rescued by the Titan Gaia, where Kratos learns that he can prevent his death by finding the Sisters of Fate. The gameplay of God of War 2 is very similar to its predecessor, focusing on combination-based combat, the use of quick-time events to defeat stronger enemies, as well as platforming and puzzle sections. The Blades of Athena replace the Blades of Chaos. Many of the same gameplay conventions, such as the red orbs to power up your abilities, as well as content after completing the game, like the Challenge of the Titans, concept art and behind-the-scenes videos. To reflect Kratos' alliance with the Titans, the Rage mode is renamed Rage of the Titans. God of War Betrayal was released in 2007 for mobile devices, and is the only 2D side-scroller in the series. The game is set between God of War Ghosts of Sparta and God of War 2, where Kratos is framed for murder and must uncover the real assassin. Despite the change of perspective, the game retains the action-orientated elements of previous titles, with combat, platforming and puzzle solving all present. Although it was released on mobile phones, the game was praised for its dexterity in gameplay and its art style. Acting as a bridge between God of War and God of War 2, Betrayal shows why the relationship between Kratos and the gods changes and becomes even more strained. God of War Chains of Olympus was released in 2008 for the PlayStation Portable and serves as a prequel to the original God of War. Kratos investigates strange activities in the city of Attica and must do battle with the god Morpheus, who has brought darkness into the world. Once again, Chains of Olympus follows the gameplay conventions established in the God of War series, with up to 3 magical attacks to choose from in battle. God of War Ghosts of Sparta was released in 2010 for the PlayStation Portable and is set between God of War and God of War Betrayal, where Kratos embarks on a mission to save his brother Demios from the god of death Thanatos. The game is a technical improvement on the previous PSP outing, Chains of Olympus, with an improved combat system and a larger game world. Like Betrayal, Ghosts of Sparta examines the relationship between Kratos, the gods, and the alienation between the two leading to the events of God of War 2. God of War 3 was released in 2010 and was the first game in the franchise to come out on the PlayStation 3, boasting vastly improved HD graphics. God of War 3 takes place directly after God of War 2, with Kratos ascending Mount Olympus to lay waste to the gods. God of War 3 concludes Kratos' story as he seeks to be forgiven for the sins of his past. Power-ups obtained in the previous game, like the Golden Fleece and Icarus' Wings, are retained, with the Rage ability renamed Rage of Sparta, where the player is able to use the Blade of Olympus. In addition, the Blades of Exile replaced the Blades of Athena as Kratos' main weapon. The game was critically praised upon its release, with an ambiguous ending that leaves Kratos' fate undecided. God of War Ascension was released in 2013 for the PlayStation 3 and is chronologically the first game in the series. A new weapons mechanic is introduced called the World Weapon System that allows Kratos to pick up and use weapons from fallen enemies and can also be used in combos. Along with the Rage ability, other new items include the Amulet of Ouroboros, which slows down time, the Eye of Truth that removes illusions, and the Oath Stone of Orcos that creates a shadow version of Kratos, allowing him to be in two places at once. New to the series is a multiplayer mode, where players try to take control of a map, with multiplayer modes such as Team Favour of the Gods, Match of Champions, Trial of the Gods, and Capture the Flag. The God of War franchise has become a flagship series for Sony and tells an engrossing tale of power, revenge, and redemption, an alternate version of ancient Greece with an unforgettable protagonist who will do anything to achieve his goals. Well, that's the end of this Gaming Rewind. Thank you for watching. For updates on what I'm doing next, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter in the description below, and I'll catch you later for some more gaming goodness. Peace out, guys.